Hi, this is Monkey Sweet, and this is the first video in a series where we texture confectionaries. And today we are texturing a bundt cake. We've already started this model off with a high density and a low density version. We bake all of the high resolution information onto the low resolution model with a normal map. Once you have your normal map baked, create a fill layer in your layer stack. Set the projection to triplanar, for a seamless effect. Add a color map to the base color slot. In this case we used a bread map to create the illusion of a cake texture. This will serve as the base color for the cake. Play around with the UV scale until you get the desired texture for cake. Add a black mask to the fill layer. In Geometry Decal, select the area where the cake texture is going to be. Select UV selection, and change the color to white. Then in UV mode, select the UV shell of the model. This is to avoid selecting unwanted geometry by accident. By adding a levels effect to your layer, you can adjust the color of your color map. To create height information, copy your color layer. By copying the layer, you retain the UV scale and mask information. Rename your new layer, and remove the levels effect, as well as the color map in the base color slot. Disable all slots except for the height slot. To add height information to the cake, use the same color map that we used in the previous layer. On your mask, add a levels effect so you can change the depth range. By adding a levels effect to this layer, it will only affect height information, because all other slots were disabled. We need to add the height information to our existing normal map, so that it can be included in the bake of your additional maps. Once you have exported the map, drag and drop it to your texture slot in your shelf. Add the new normal map, and disable the height layer in your layers stack. All of the height information is now contained in the normal map. Ensure that the height layer is disabled, otherwise it will double on itself. Now you can bake your additional maps. Once you have completed your bake, add a new fill layer to your layer stack for the icing. Disable all slots except for the base color and roughness. Repeat the process of adding a black mask and selecting the desired geometry. Add another layer for the cherries. Here we used a color map with shades of red to get a more realistic effect. Remember that cherries are more glossy than cake, so the roughness will be less. Now that all the geometry has their base colors, we need to add dimension to the object by adding darker areas. Duplicate the base color layer of your cake. And set the layer to multiply. Remove the black mask, and the levels effect, and add a new black mask. Add a generator. Here we used a dirt generator for these shadows, because it uses the ambient occlusion information, as well as the curvature that will mimic shadows for our cake. By using generators, we save a lot of time, rather than manually painting each shadow. Add a paint layer to your mask, and change the color selection to black, to remove the unwanted geometry that were also affected by the generator. We only hid the base color layer, to visualize the painted area better. We now want to remove some of the dirt, only leaving areas where there would be actual shadows. Duplicate the base color layer again, this time for the lighter areas of the cake, where the light would hit the most. Only this time set the layer to lighten. You can adjust your levels for the desired effect. Paint the areas where the cake would be lighter. We used a dirt brush for a more scattered effect. For the lighter areas of the icing, we use a dust generator again, and for the shadows a dirt generator. Change the parameters of the generator, until you get the desired effect. To create lighter areas, duplicate the base color of the cherries, switch to lighten and add a dust generator. This gives the illusion of light affecting the top of the cherries. Again, remove geometry that should not be affected. That concludes the texturing of a simple bundt cake. You can apply these techniques to other organic models. In upcoming videos we'll continue texturing other types of confectioneries. If you've learned something, please like this video. We're always happy to hear from you, so please leave your comments. Remember to subscribe to see more videos. We're planning on posting a video every Sunday. Thanks for watching.